Submarines have become the epitome of technological progress. The most advanced developments, such as compact nuclear reactors, small missiles, software, and computer complexes, are appearing on stealth attack ships for the first time. Today, nuclear submarines are also in service in most developed countries. Of course, there are submarines operated by 1 or 2 men, but there are also giant boats. Modern submarines have become a real nuclear nightmare. We present to your attention a list of the best submarines around the world. You are on the Caro Show channel. Enjoy watching. The submarine skyscraper catamaran of Project 941, Shark. 6 of the world's largest submarines, known by the name Typhoon, were produced from 1981 to 1989, but only one remains in service. The 9-story submarine proved to be too expensive. This submarine was considered the most armed in the world, and at the same time the quietest. The submarine is 173 meters long and 23 meters high. The Shark is a single ship on the outside, but inside it is a catamaran. 2 sturdy titanium hulls inside made it easy to securely build and accommodate 20 multiple-launch ballistic missiles with 200 nuclear warheads. Reactors and torpedo tubes are also duplicated in their own isolated compartments. Contrary to her size, the Shark has a record buoyancy of 40%. That is why it easily breaks the Arctic ice up to 2.5 meters. This nuclear submarine is also distinguished by its comfortable accommodation. Sailors sail in the last remaining afloat submarine of the Shark class, called TK-208 Dmitry Donskoy, up to half a year without a break. They call the submarine a floating Hilton. The Ohio nuclear submarine class includes 14 U.S. Navy ballistic missile submarines and 4 cruise missile submarines. The Ohio-class boats each have a displacement of 1,750 tons, the largest wired boats ever built for the United States. Each submarine of the class is 13 meters long and 10-hole and 0.8 meters wide. The planning speed on the surface is 22 kilometers per hour, or 13.5 miles per hour, and underwater it is 37 kilometers per hour, or 23 miles per hour. The submarine class includes 1 S-8G pressurized water reactor, 2 geared turbines, 1 auxiliary diesel engine, and 1 7-blade propeller shaft. The submarine is capable of carrying 24 Trident missiles. The armament also includes 4 53-centimeter Mark 48 torpedo tubes. The Astute-class nuclear submarines are the UK's most advanced and powerful attack submarines. The Trafalgar-class submarine was used as the prototype, but the new submarine has nearly doubled the amount of ammunition. The result is a single-hull, single-shaft design with a pump-type engine that is virtually silent during operation. The outside of the boat is covered with a special anti-acoustic coating, which includes 39,000 special plates. They absorb the sonar signal. The submarine is adapted for operation in coastal waters and even in shallow waters. Such a solution makes it possible to hit targets very far away on land. Astute-class submarines are much more complex internally than the Space Shuttle, according to the British. At the moment, Astute is really the biggest and most powerful submarine on the guard of the British Islands. It is true that only one example was produced. Nevertheless, this submarine is armed with 38 missiles of Tomahawk type, has water jet engine and nuclear reactor which provides autonomous voyage during 90 days. The speed of the boat underwater is 54 kilometers per hour, or 33 miles per hour. The immersion depth is 300 meters, and the crew is 98 people. Class Oscar II, Soviet designation of Project 949 NT, represents a series of nuclear-powered submarines with cruise missiles developed in the Soviet Union for the Soviet Navy. At present, they are in service in Russia. The length of the submarine is 155 meters and a width of 18 meters. The Project 949 A submarine is armed with 24 anti-ship cruise missiles, P-700 Granite, and 6 torpedo tubes. And Submarine 949 AM can carry supersonic cruise missiles caliber. Oscar II is powered by 2 pressurized water-cooled reactors and 2 steam turbines. The propulsion system provides a surface speed of 28 kilometers per hour, or 17 miles per hour, and a top speed of 59 kilometers or 37 miles per hour when submerged. The submarine Dolphin type Los Angeles. The multi-purpose nuclear-powered Los Angeles submarines are familiar to anyone who watches the news or has any interest in world events. The U.S. Navy received a record number of these very boats, 62 units. For other projects, it proved to be an unattainable number. In fact, the Los Angeles was the founder of a new class of multipurpose nuclear-powered boats in the modern sense of the term. They are used for fighting enemy submarines and surface ships, reconnaissance, special operations, transfer of special units, high-precision strikes against ground targets, mining, search and rescue operations. For this, she can reach speeds of 64 kilometers per hour or 40 miles per hour underwater, which is a record among large production submarines. The reactors are recharged every 42 years, so Los Angeles is almost eternal by the standards of the submarine fleet. The new Tagai submarines are designed to replace the Soyuz submarines and do not differ much from them in appearance. The main thing about them is the use of lithium-ion batteries, which were previously installed on some of the Soyuz submarines. Other important differences in Tagai are the use of the latest electronics and a drastic reduction in noise levels, which are critical to the survivability of the submarine. The launching ceremony took place in Kobe, at Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Corporation shipyard, where the submarine with a displacement of 2,950 tons was built. More than $611 million were spent on the construction of the heavy submarine. The 84-meter-long Tagai submarine is armed with 6 torpedo tubes, which can also be used to launch Harpoon ship-class missiles. The crew consists of 70 people. In terms of duration of uninterrupted stay underwater, they approach that of nuclear submarines and are notable for their considerable silence. Underwater, the Tagai can travel at speeds of up to 20 knots. Seawolf is one of the most expensive submarines ever built for the U.S. Navy. The original plan was to have 29 such nuclear-powered fast attack submarines, but since the Cold War was over and each submarine cost $3 billion, the United States built only 3 Seawolf-class submarines. Compared to the Los Angeles-class submarines they were to replace, the Seawolf-class submarines are larger and faster, and they carry more weapons. Each Seawolf submarine carries 8 21-inch torpedo tubes, while the Los Angeles submarine has only 4 of those torpedo tubes. Each Seawolf carries 50 torpedoes. Although these submarines are not equipped with vertical launch facilities, they are capable of launching Tomahawk cruise missiles with their torpedo tubes. The propulsion system consists of 1 nuclear reactor. The power of the propulsion system is 45,000 horsepower. It allows the submarine to reach a maximum speed of 18 knots on the surface and 35 knots underwater. The Virginia-class submarine is considered a 4th-generation submarine. They are capable of striking both naval opponents and objects on land, laying mines, conducting radio-electronic reconnaissance, directly supporting surface cruisers, and surreptitiously landing saboteurs on enemy shores. This is the first boat in the world without a periscope in the traditional sense. Instead, a special telescopic mast is used which does not go into the hull itself. It carries a TV camera which transmits the signal to the display in the command post via a fiber optic cable. There are also communication and electronic reconnaissance antennas and a sensor for infrared observation on the hull. An infrared laser is used as a rangefinder. These nuclear submarines are not many, 7 units. However, all of them are in service. Above water, they can reach a speed of 46 kilometers per hour or 28 miles per hour. Underwater, it is 65 kilometers per hour or 40 miles per hour. The depth of immersion is 500 meters. Crew of the submarine is 120 people. Cruising range and autonomy are unlimited. Write in the comments which submarine impressed you the most. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to the Karo Show channel. Goodbye.